Okay.
Are you live? Go.
The
live. Take 3. The live.
She's live.
in works instructors.
Oh.
All right, so welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to our meeting. We're gonna go hard until about 1 o'clock. That's my goal, or at least 1:30. But here's the agenda today. One, we're gonna go over our fourth quarter goals, and then looking into the next year of what we need to do, and then the following. Then we're gonna work into transitions. Because you guys also got a workout written by somebody here, and then we're gonna practice working on transitions, speeding them up, and helping you transition so that we can move from station to station or from move to move with quicker and more efficient. That's what we're working on today. All right. Any questions before we start? Is anything we have? Any wins we need to celebrate before we start?
I want to recognize Lil. She promoted that Transform Live awesome the other night. I
Woo!
think people are still trying to figure out what's going on.
It's hard.
in class.
Oh my
But
God.
Thank you. That was awesome.
So Lily did a live video with Transform. That was awesome.
And she kind of talked about it in between to promote it. So
That's great. I did the same thing with Christy, and then more people came the next week. Did the same thing with your class. I always get late to shred, but shred seems packed on 9:40,
Yeah.
9:15. It's packed. Any other wins to celebrate?
I made it through the first month of school.
Made it through the first month of school. You and Kristen made it through the first month of school. Congratulations, Kristen.
It doesn't seem like a lot, but
It's like the worst. Any other wins to celebrate? You guys finished another Ragnar in the heat.
I know.
Christy.
How was the
Carol,
year?
I'm not talking to Carol right now. I'll be alright. That was like the worst one ever. Never
know.
good, but she comes across the finish line and goes, "This is the worst."
Give shout out to Sarah for redoing the calendar so that it's clearer. So she did that with her skills. What else? Any others? Yuki got a new coach that's getting her more shredded.
No, the pig cover. The coco.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's got a new coach. Anything else? Huh?
It's gonna be amazing.
So when I had you come, I asked you to think about your wins, your losses, your ahas, and your goals for the upcoming. We're running a little bit late, so we're not going to share them, but I hope you share them online. The one thing I want you to get out of this today is, at the end of this, is to think of what your goal is as a trainer in order to build up the works. What is your goal for yourself, and also what is your goal for the team? Because when we think about what's going on around us, and we think about what's happening in here, it's getting to be a rough time out there, right? There's a lot more gyms popping up. One's popping up. I don't want to be like an idiot, and I'll tell you there's one popping up right behind us. And there's other ones popping up, and there's more coming up, right? Because why? It's a great thing to help people. But I want to let you know that this is where I stand as far as all the competition that's going on. My point of view is, if we are at our best, then it doesn't matter who shows up next door, down the street, around the corner. It really doesn't matter. Because there are some things that we deliver far better than anyone else because they're delivered by you. So my goal for the fourth quarter is really about excellence, is really getting us to provide excellent service from the minute they walk in to the minute that they're out, when we see them outside, when we are on social media. Everything needs to be about excellence. So my goal for this fourth quarter is really to ask all of you to raise your bar. All All right, raise your bar, and if you are already high up on that bar, how can you tweak that bar to make your class, not even just your class, and we'll talk about that later, but just the environment here at the Works to be better, all right? Because we need to get better together in order to make it so that it doesn't matter if they have great trainers next door. We still have better ones here because everybody is growing. Everybody is getting better in what they do. And what's really important to me is that each of you are reaching and pushing yourself to be the best trainer that you can possibly be here at the gym. And here's simple, right? The mission is simple. The mission is to make it so that we empower people to move so that they can kick ass in life. How do we do that? Right? We do that by number one, bringing joy to their lives. That's the difference maker, right? Is that my focus is on bringing joy and it's not focused on results. Because I think if you can bring the joy and you can bring them, you can get them here, the results will come, right? If you get them showing up consistently, educating them, you can get them to show up. But what's most important at this time of day, when the day out there is so hard and so harsh with social media and whatever not, I mean, it's hard for our kids, but it's also hard as us as adults, with our confidence, with our where we think that we are, with the people that we see all in social media. It is there. And if it's not there for you, it is there for our clients, right? Our clients are like thinking they need to find like something that is going to bring them the best, and we will give them the best so that they get the results, but really what they're looking for deep down is a place that gives them joy, is a place that will welcome them no matter what level they're on. It is a place in which they can get out of all that craziness out there and you can give them that joy. Right? So if you ask yourself, am I bringing my clients joy? I'm not saying you're bringing them joy in the way I bring in them joy, or the way Lily does with her pom-poms, or the way, I'm just saying in the way that you bring them joy. Does that make sense? Okay? The expectation is never ever to be like each other. The expectation is to do you always, especially in the trainers. A good example of that, which was brought up to me the other day, was Julia. When Julia takes on step, she is phenomenal. And Julia, you can talk to her, she's always just like, it's kind of okay, right? But I've heard it from many other people that, Julia, when you are up here training, and from our clients and from everyone, you bring them joy in the way you care, right? I don't care if other people are coming in through that door. I know the owner of the next door, right? It's very different what we do when we make joy our number one purpose. All right? And when we make care our purpose, right? Yes?
Yeah.
Right? So when we talk about that, we really need to focus on getting better. Honing in on what makes us the best, bringing in that joy, bringing in the classes that challenge, classes that unite our folks, and the last thing is we bring a united team. Okay? Because people don't want to walk into a gym and see trainers bickering. They don't want to walk in a gym and see trainers not working with each other to accomplish the same goal. They don't want to come into the gym because you can talk to these guys, right? I came from a place that all it was bickering trainers, people talking behind their backs.
Before
And,
the Works.
Like, huh?
You're talking about before the Works?
Before the Works, right? You were part of that, and it was just like a drama all day, and there was no joy, right? And you can talk to Christy what it was like for her to be in a place where there are multiple trainers and trainers setting each other up to fail. That's not where you are. Your ego is the last thing that is asked for here, because it's not going to work here. And for those of you who aren't working together, those of you guys who aren't hearing each other or listening to each other, it's not going to work here. And we can go from experience. We have been, talk to these folks that have been here for years, right? The people who brought drama are no longer here.
No.
And I didn't even have to kick them out. They fleshed themselves out, right? Because I really I really want our clients to get that the purpose of the works is to show how the world should be outside, right? How we need to be our awesome selves. We need to bring our awesome selves, but at the same time be able to pass that beautiful energy to the next person. And that starts with all of you. And so that night, like good example with Carol, and I'm not tooting my horn here, I'm just wanting to give you an example because I don't always get to see you guys in transition. Carol came in, she had a class full of folks. I helped her. I set up her stuff, I talked to her clients, I set up her things, and then there were new people in her class, so I stayed even later. My son is in there. You know, granted, he's playing Minecraft, he's probably half a boy, but I'm committed to getting my kids in bed at 7:30 each night, and they've been doing that. But I let that go today because I wanted to be a teammate for Carol. I wanted to show her that I was going to be here for her, and also I wanted people to see that I'm not just out when it's time to go. You know, I didn't care if my people were like, dang, that mom, she's not good at mom, she's not taking her kid. What's her kid doing here? What's her kid doing pulling rope? She was like, breaking all the rules, my A.
On that Instagram post, I was like, "What is this? Are you a gym owner?
Anyway,
What is this?"
But I just wanted to show Carol be there, and I wanted to show all of her clients that it's not about me. It's not. Sometimes I'm going to have to sacrifice to bring the team up. I will, and I will do that. And I know that happens in between here. I know that happens with you, Guy, and I know that happens with you guys, right?
We need to clean that up though. Because
Yes.
when we put specialty classes in, it's a huge transition.
Yep.
And luckily I had Christine here Thursday to help move equipment and set up boxes. But I think every trainer needs to be super mindful of those transitions.
Yeah. So transitions are like really the key right now, right? Especially we've changed it. And I get it. This is like a transition time. We're trying to figure it out, right? And I get it, and we'll figure it out. Plus, we have to educate our folks. Like someone just brought up, you know, we had a mini meeting in there on what things can improve at the works. Like a board that says, hey, if you're here for step, you're gonna need a step. You know, if you're here for max strength, this is what you need for max strength, right? So helping the environment, and when people walk in, that's also there for them so that they can see it, then that will help as well too. And also, yes, our trainers have to help each other. We have to help each other no matter what. And then also when we're leaving, then we help set the next trainer up for success.
And even if you were here working out as a client, you're still a trainer, and it's still really important to help transition classes.
And that's where I'm getting at with the Team United, right? I have seen it many times, you know, in most of you guys, that when it's time when you're working out, like somebody's struggling across, you cannot let them, you cannot take off your trainer hat. You can't take off your trainer hat just because you're working out. You are still a member of Team Works, and every member in here needs to feel that love and care. And I know for some of you, I am preaching to the choir, and I know you do that already, but I think it needs to be said. That again, we bring joy, and two, we get people results by challenging them, asking them to do you, and then three, we are asking you to be a Team United, right? Like today, helping people set up all of that, right? Even in your speech, even in your talk up here, even in your roll of eyes, it cannot be there. Attitude is king, right? And so if I'm up here and I know, like, you know, I'm not calling Carol out for anything today because I'm not. She came a little bit late. I could have been like, damn, Carol, you were late. Why weren't you here? I could have been. But I was like, hey, Carol, what's up? Carol's here! Yes! Do you know what I'm saying? We have to show that life will happen, and we have to show that. I'm not asking you to be fake. I'm asking you to be a team. There's something very different there. And I'm sorry it's not going to work moving forward. And this is where I have to say that I am usually a gentle, kind boss. But you guys have been here long enough, right? And the gentle, kind boss has to lay the expectations out that there has to there has to be these things that just flow. Joy has to flow, team has to flow, and you being the best that you can has to happen. Everybody on staff, we've been here too long. There's nobody here who is in their first 3 months. No way, Jose. So now it's time to step it up and really show it, and then I don't want to make any hard decisions. So I'm just asking everybody to step it up, right? So what's really important is that I want you, no matter how hard the traffic was, because some of us are changing our lives, no matter how hard our work was, we have to remember that that door is kind of like, washes everything away. Or maybe the slam of your car door washes everything away, because you have, from the moment you step outside of your car, people are looking at you. They are. And if you've got poo-poo face, or you've got my life sucks, or my traffic was sucky, or
Poo-poo face.
or shoot, my kid was like crazy, oh heck. I mean, whatever it needs.
Daily.
Well, Cam did the other day, surprised the heck out of me. I know life is hard, and I'm asking you a lot to be here at the Works, but I'm going to tell you right now, and you know this, you make a big impact on these people. Big impact on these people. And the ones that are showing up, and I know our numbers have gone down, but the ones that are showing up, they're showing up here for you. They want your light. So I'm calling you out, not calling you out, I'm calling you to brighten your light so that you can be the brightest light in here. Because remember, it is your light that brightens other people in here. And they come for you. Right? We have people here that are, we had somebody ask me if I need cleaning services. She's cleaning every day after 9:15 class. And that's, she's like, I have someone here designing an LED board for us and asking, like, completely going out of his way to make a solution for us because the board is not working. It might take a while, but he's doing his best, you know what I mean? Like, we have people here that are willing to invest in the Works. Not even a question. Okay? You have to know that this is a place, it's been 8 years. We've survived freaking 8 years. And I had no idea what I was doing. Probably like, I don't know. You could ask my traders, when did it look like I started knowing what I was doing?
You still don't. Just kidding.
It's been a long time. And if you ask them, I have changed along the way. And I have asked to get better, and I've humiliated myself in front of you because I want to be the best that I can be.
You've humbled, not people.
Oh, humbled. Humbled is the word.
Yes.
Thank you. No, I felt no. And so, we need to put the fight in it. The fight needs to go in it, that we are not going down just because someone is sharing the wall with us. Hot damn, our light is going to be so bright. Those
It
people
could actually grow.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh, there's a gym over there. I'm gonna go check it out. And they're like, oh, I'm never going back over there.
Yeah.
So
We can be, I'm telling you right now, it is a very different environment over there. I know it, stoked it out, and I've worked with them. Our joy and our team can outstand any other light. Even if with F10, even St. James. I have one people over from St. James. I know. I was just like, you're coming from where? I have one people over from Orange Theory. I know I've lost people through there too. I know it. I know all of it. But moving forward, we have to bring our best. I'm going to end with a story. Falcons and Patriots game.
Falcons.
Falcons.
Oh,
Falcons and Patriots
I was
game.
thinking you guys are playing Redskins.
We're going to get crushed tomorrow.
I know. I was like, where are you
We're
going?
going to get crushed tomorrow. Falcons were losing. Patriots were losing to the Patriots. Patriots were losing to the Falcons. Damn, I'm blowing my story already. Right? They were losing bad. Bill Belichick goes into the locker room, right? Bill Belichick didn't pull out new plays. He didn't pull up and bring up a new scoreboard and wrote things up. He didn't say, hey, this is what we're gonna do that's new. He just walked in there and he said, do your job. That's all he said. Do your job and we will win. That's it. And that's what I need you to do. I need you to step it up and do your job to the best ability you freaking can. Because I believe in each and every one of you. I believe in each and every one of you. I know you can blow this roof. New floor, not new floors, not new equipment, because it's everything. Everything that we need is inside of you, and you need to grow it. So think about it. Ask yourselves, what can I do to grow? What certifications do I need to grow? What do I need to do? Who do I need to follow? What podcasts do I need to listen to? What books do I need to listen to? And if you have no freaking idea, that's where people are here to help you. Okay? We will win. We just need to do our job and do it well. That's it.
Do you want me to keep going or are we good?